All right. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Okay. I think I got everything working okay because I don't know. Streaming stuff wanted to give me issues earlier, but I think everything is working fine. Just continue getting ready and set up here. So I could get myself comfortable. You know, especially on this cold ass day, and apparently, I don't know, next few days supposed to be cold, but I guess that's cool. You know, that's something I don't really get to experience all too often. Here we are. So, anyways, all right, hello, what's up? It's Gokuma. Welcome to the channel, and tonight gonna be playing some more Street Fighter V. I'm gonna be trying to get through as much of the Street Fighter 4 roster as we can. If not, you know, beat the game as all the Street Fighter 4 characters. I got through a few of the characters last time I played, but like last time I played, it was like I only played for like an hour, and surprisingly, I got like through it like pretty quick. So I'm hoping to at least beat the game as a bunch more characters, and then probably, you know, move on to another game from here. So I think yeah, I think it was a few days since I last streamed. I think last time I streamed was Sunday night, which originally like that was not supposed to be a planned stream, but I was like doing laundry and stuff, so I had to do like a couple loads of laundry, and I had a good while to wait, so I was like, might as well just stream. And then yeah, and then I was busy the last couple days after that, which I knew I was gonna be. But here I am tonight to stream, and then the hope is that tomorrow night I'll be able to stream, because once we get to the weekend, I think I won't be streaming until you know, sometime Sunday, because I'll definitely be busy the next couple days for sure. So um so yeah, I guess what have I been up to? You know, I mean, for the most part, it's just my usual shit. Like, think, oh, I gotta turn on something. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Okay, so, yeah, I mean, just usual shit. I think Monday, I just kind of got caught up in taking care of stuff like around the apartment and whatnot, and yeah, I didn't get a chance to like come on and stream or anything, which I knew that was going to be the case. On Tuesday, yesterday, you know, I was busy at plans and stuff, and then um and then, you know, then that leads us to today, where today's there's been some surprising developments in my life. um so okay, if you guys have been, you know, and this is for all the people who like don't watch this channel, so, but you know, if you did, you would have been caught up in a story arc that involves me uh, trying to get something going with a coworker that I like. Um, you know, it all happened like really really sudden. So I will do a recap for all the zero people who need to get caught up in this riveting tale. Um, so basically, so I have a coworker at one of my schools. Like, first off, like, really beautiful, like, attractive woman, and she's been working at the school that I've been working at for like almost a couple years. Like, it's been pretty close to 2 years. She's been working there, and as soon as I met her, it was like, of course, like, okay, she's hot and attractive. So of course, like, I'm interested. Like, that's just a given. But it doesn't mean like I'm gonna, like, anything's gonna happen or I'm gonna do anything with that. And a lot of that has to do with like, there's a lot of women that I meet here who, like, are attractive and whatnot, and like, I already know nothing's gonna happen because either A, like, they're already in a relationship of some sort, whether they're um whether they have a boyfriend or fiance, or they're just straight up married and probably gonna have a kid or something. Like, she could already be pregnant, some shit. And then the other issue also is the whole, like, language barrier issue. So it's like, it kind of dependent on, like, okay, I mean, really, it's unfortunately, it's really dependent on how much English, like, they fucking know. Yeah, I do know, like some Japanese, but um I'm not gonna lie, like, whoever I'm in a relationship with, like, until, like, I know more Japanese, like, it's gonna be carried on on whatever English they know, and then whatever Japanese I know. um and yeah, yeah. So, but anyways, yeah, so, like, I had an interest in her, but, like, I didn't do anything about it. She was just like another teacher at the school. Like, most of the teachers, like, they have varying degrees of skill in English. But not like anything like crazy high or anything like that. Like, just like enough to, like, like, talk to me a bit, you know um and also, at the time that she came in, I wasn't working with her yet, because at my elementary schools, there was a teacher that I was working with, who was like the designated English teacher. Like, she taught all the classes English. And so I, like, from time to time, like, I would work with, like, like, other teachers. If my teacher was, like, too busy, or they just, like, wanted to give the other teachers, like, a chance to, like, teach. Like, usually it was, like, maybe for, like, an easy lesson. Like, usually it's like when we're introducing a new lesson, because it's like we're introducing easy shit. But then as we get more into the unit, where now it's like we're working towards the goal of them making something out of what we've been teaching them, like, some type of project or something. So Yeah, so like, I would work with her time to time, but it's like our interactions would still be like pretty minimal. And whenever we did talk, like, it just like yeah, we didn't really have like conversations or anything like that. And like at the time, like, figured like her English was, like, not at a level where like we can like really like speak and have conversations and stuff like that. um so yeah, so that was basically that. And all that she was just like an interest, and that was that. So then, um yeah, so like, what, I guess like a year and a half or something like goes by. um and during that time, like, because, all right, so basically, okay, before we fast forward a year and a half, so then I think I found out, trying to remember when, maybe it was this past year. Yeah. Okay, all right. Or not, yeah, this past year. So, all right, instead, okay, let's fast forward to like about a year. All right. So we fast forward to about a year, and of course, like, I'm still interested in her, like, that hasn't changed, but like, I nothing has been done on my part to like move anything forward, and I'm not even trying. It's just, this is just how it is. It's like, I meet a Japanese girl, it's like, wow, you're pretty cool, you're hot, whatever, but no, there's nothing that I can really do from there. Like, I don't have like an opening or a way in. um so uh so so a year so about a year later, I do my trip at, like, around shortly before, like, my just before Golden Week trip, where I went to like a bunch of places. Like, I went to Fukuoka, Hiroshima, Osaka, and like, ending it off in Tokyo. And um I come back, and, well, before I even come back, my my friends back in Nagasaki, like, they're already planning, like, an outing somewhere. It was like for a ceramic festival, I think, or something. So, um and they were gonna go, I think, like the day after I came back home from like my week-long trip. And I was like, sure, I'll go, even though I just came back and I could probably use the rest, but fuck it. I didn't come here. I didn't come to Japan for rest. Came here to fucking do shit. So, came back from my trip. Next day, we go to this ceramic festival, and while I'm there, I saw um I saw my coworker there. She kind of like, I saw her walk by, and we weren't like close enough for me to like get her attention or anything, and say hi. And also, like, she moved by like really fast, and as she was walking by, like, she was with a dude. And I could only assume like that was probably like a boyfriend, and I was like, oh, she has a boyfriend. And that was her boyfriend. It wasn't like, a brother or friend or anything. It's just, I don't know, just the fucking I don't know if it was like something that I saw where I thought like they like for sure like that's her boyfriend, or if like I just like fucking assumed. But yeah. Um yeah, so I don't recall. But all I know is like, that was her boyfriend. Once I saw that she was with another man, yeah, no, the interest level died. It fucking died. Like whatever interests that I still had in the like false hopes that, I don't know, like something was gonna happen. um yeah, no, that died. That like, and it's really typical because like in my area, it's like you don't live around here unless like you're in a fucking relationship. Like you just know. So but yeah, but it's very typical, and it's also it's an ongoing joke with um that like, almost everyone around here is taken. I mean, like around like where I live, like everyone's taken. um so yeah, so that was that. No big whoop, whatever. Like I wasn't expecting anything to happen. um you know so it's just, but this was confirmation. I was like, oh, okay, well, like, well, that's that. um so then, fast forward to like a few months ago in November. um I have like a group of teachers that we, every few months, we get together and go out drinking. And um so my coworker was one of the teachers coming to, to drink with us and stuff. So um yeah, so during this night out drinking, I find out she's actually a lot better at English than I thought. It's just we don't talk. Like we don't fucking talk. We never like had a fucking conversation with each other. And I find out, oh shit, you know English. Like not like fucking super well or anything, but she's probably like easily like the best person at the school with English. And it's not that like we can actually have conversations. Like a lot of other people, like I can't have like conversations like I can, but it's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not doing a great job explaining this, but I know what I mean. Okay. But yeah, no, it's just I didn't expect like she's able to like talk like as much as she can in English. It's still difficult for her, and she still has like a lot to learn. But I was like really surprised at like, just how much like she spoke. And a lot of that's probably also because of the alcohol, because like fucking, I feel like alcohol improves language speaking. So yeah, so at this night out drinking, um yeah, like we're talking, um and stuff, and she's telling me things about like, like she's into video games and stuff like that's like really cool. And yeah, and just talking, and then come to find out she's single. Like, she indeed had a boyfriend, emphasis on had. Because as of like a few months prior, she broke up with him, and she's single. And it was like a double whammy, because all of a sudden now I'm interested again. Before it's like everything was just like friendly and professional and shit. And now it's like, no, now I'm interested. It's like, oh, you're single? Really? And it was like, like one of those things where it's like, oh, really? And you go and you sit like fucking straight up and, lean in a bit and you're like, tell me more, Um, what's funny is that I don't have a camera on me, and I did the whole fucking act of like sitting straight up and but I don't have like whatever. So, um, yeah. So she was talking a lot about like her failed relationship and sharing like a lot of personal info, like a lot of really personal information that's like granted like we've known each other as coworkers for some time, but like I didn't think like we were like we were that close for me to like just like let's just drop certain like informations on me. But like, okay, like that's not a complaint or anything. I'm just surprised, pleasantly surprised. So yeah, so she shared like a lot of personal information with me and stuff. um and we talked a lot in general, and it was like and now like it's grown, the extremely mild interest that I had in her like way before that, that suddenly came back up now all of a sudden is just like at a high, because now I know for sure she's single, and yeah, like I'm interested, but now it's much more so because like I actually got to talk to her and like got to know her, and now like the interest is tangible. Like there's now like something to it. Like it's not just like I'm interested in you because like you just seem cute and hot. Like no, now it's like, oh, like you're a pretty cool person. I like talking to you and spending time with you, and I want to get to know you more. So but even though like everything went really well and stuff, I tried not to like take it as anything, and I didn't really take like the interest that I had, um like all too seriously. um like I mean, I didn't want to jump to like any conclusions or anything. um and yeah, and I just so we so it's back to to working and being coworkers and stuff, and she starts talking to me while at work. And I asked her about like her interest in video games and how that started and what she plays and things like that. She mentioned that she played Zelda, but particularly like only the new games. Like she just got into the new games like a few years ago. Like she got into Breath of the Wild, followed by Tears of the Kingdom, which she's currently playing. uh Sorry, I was like, I got lost in my thoughts about something real quick. Sorry. uh okay, so we yeah, so she's telling me about how she's played the newer Zelda games. She's asked me if I played them. I'm like, no, but I'm the other way around, where like I played a lot of the older Zelda games, but I haven't really played like anything past Wind Waker, which is going to change pretty soon because I'm going to start playing Skyward Sword one of these days. And And she mentions that like she's never played the older ones, but she wants to play um the one for Super Famicom. And um I'm like, oh, like I say like I own a Super Famicom. Like just say like I just fucking have one. Like, like that's it. Like I didn't like try to like mean anything more by it. It was like, oh, I have a Super Famicom. And that was that. And then she was like, oh, like we should play together. And it was like, wait, what? Like I was not prepared for that. Like I was mentally like not prepared for that because I'm just like, she mentioned Super Famicom. I happened to, I was just like, yeah, I have a Super Famicom, like, like, big whoop, whatevs, just sharing what I own. And yeah, no, I did not expect her to just be like, hey, like, let's hang out and play fucking Link to the Past together. Like I did not expect that shit. That was not on the docket. All right? Like that was yeah. Um so after that, like my mind was just like blown because it was like, wait, what the fuck just happened? Like I went from just like, casually talking about video games and stuff, and all of a sudden, like, do I have a fucking Zelda date? Like, what the fuck? How did that happen? But yeah, and then it made it's now like the interest has grown a lot more, especially because I'm sitting here like, is she interested in me now? Like is she actually like interested in me in some way? And I'm still like trying to downplay this shit because it's like, I sometimes I believe like things are just like too good to be true, and it's just like I could be a fucking pessimist like that. um it's not like I want to say it's like I'm a pessimist or something, but it's like I just want to avoid like jumping to conclusions is all. So it's like I just try to downplay shit, so that way when it's not like, the that way if something else happens, it's just like, oh, okay, see, like you're making a big deal about nothing. So like I was still like, okay, maybe, maybe she just wants, a friend to play Zelda with, is all, right? Like that sounds like a fucking reasonable adult thing. So yeah, so that was that. Unfortunately, we never got around to like even setting a date yet. Like we kind of did. We were supposed to hang out after New Year's, but her grandfather like got sick or something and was in the hospital, and so she like, um, so she wasn't free anymore. So yeah, so we never got around to doing that. We did meet up for lunch one time, and sent like a couple messages, but that's just about it. In Japan, what I've noticed and also was confirmed this by Japanese people is that like when it comes to messaging, like unless like you're really really close to the person, and then even if you're close to the person, it's like messaging is like serves like a certain purpose and that's it. like don't expect to sit there and have full blown like conversations with people. Like, they're just gonna be like, why are we doing this over our phones? Like, why don't we like fucking meet and do like, so yeah. So it's just one of those things where it's like I had to like get used to that concept like really quick, that like they kind of like suck when it comes to messages, because not just because like, you know, they won't have conversation, like no, not because of that, but it's like you could send them a message and it's like, dude, don't expect anything back for like anytime soon. Don't expect anything back at all. Like, and it could be like a fucking serious question about something. It's like, no, don't expect anything back. Like, if you send a message to another Japanese person, even if they're like your good friend, dude, it's gonna take like fucking 1 to 3 business days before you fucking hear anything back. I shit you not on this. I shit you fucking not on this. Like, I wish I could say like, oh, I'm just exaggerating for the laughs. Like, no. 1 to 3 fucking business days. When you send that message, yeah. But yeah, no, it's just they don't like, I don't know, it's like it's almost like they don't have notifications on their phones. And if you need to like contact them directly, then you have to fucking call them. But otherwise, if you message them, it's like, yeah, it's like they don't get notification, like they have their notifications off or some shit. So they don't get notifications, and they have to like manually fucking check like their gazillion fucking apps that they have for messages. And you know, so yeah, so you gotta wait 1 to 3 business days. Like, I messaged Ski earlier, like maybe later in the afternoon. Granted, like, yeah, he was at work, and usually he doesn't contact me while he's at work, but now it's like after fucking work hours, and have I heard from him? No. I probably won't hear from him till tomorrow. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Or it could be later tonight. But yeah, yeah. Like I said, like 1 to 3 business days. Okay, he did read the message I sent him earlier, but he hasn't fucking confirmed. I need him to fucking confirm. Oh shit. Wait, maybe he read it like just now. Like just fucking now when I checked. Okay, he just responded. So maybe like he read it like maybe like just as I fucking checked and he was in the middle of typing. But now I sent another message, and now it's gonna take like another like 1 to 3 business days. Um so but yeah, no, and it's like this was kind of even confirmed like with another Japanese person I know who like who's married. And she was like, cuz she's married to a foreigner, and like, of course, as a foreigner, like he can just fucking have chats on the fucking, you know, on the phone. But she can't. Like, she's not like that. So and Japanese people are just, they're not like that in general. Like, it's like maybe with certain people they'll do that with, but certain others it's like not really. It's like, if you want to have a conversation, like, we can wait till we fucking see each other or call each other or or, or something. So um but anyways, yeah, so that's why like I didn't really try contacting her too many times. Like, I think like since I saw her for the lunch thing, date, whatever, I don't know. I don't know how to categorize it as. Up until like I got to actually see her, I've only messaged her like a couple times or so. Like that's it. Um but anyways, yeah, um so yeah, I did meet her for lunch, and we talked for like 2 hours. And even though like she had a busy day, but like the fact that like she gave me like a couple hours of her time, and it's like I wasn't even trying to like keep her or anything, because I think like we got like about like an hour or so into lunch. And she mentioned that like she had to go, but like she was like, oh no, not now, like later, like soon I have to go. So but yeah. Um and in Japan, like Japanese people giving you their time is like a really good sign that they like, that they like you, or you're cool, you're cool to hang out and spend time with. Because Japanese people, they're just like really busy people, and they don't have like all the time in the world to just give to people. And so if you're friends with a Japanese person who like who works a lot and they have a family or whatever the fuck, and they still make time to like hang out with you and stuff, like, yeah, no, that means something. Like, that fucking means something. Like, they don't just be giving out their time freely. Like, if anything, they fucking avoid they fucking avoid like trying to make time for things unless like you fucking do it for them. And I think a lot of it is because like they're just so fucking used to it. Like, they're just so used to like talking to people casually, like making plans, but in the way of like just being like, hey, like, let's do this and this. Like, oh, like, let's hang out one day. But then no one fucking sets a date. And I think it's just because they're just used to that. And then here's me, who's like, oh, hey, let's hang out one day. And then I'm just like, when? Next week? Are you free next week? Are you doing anything? Oh, you're busy next. What about the following Saturday? Oh, you're busy this month. What about fucking next month? Are you busy next month? No? Okay, pick a fucking day, bitch. Okay, it's not that aggressive, but it's, I'm just imagining in the perspective of a Japanese person that, no, I'm coming off fucking aggressive. Like, why is this like I could be sitting here and be like, oh yeah, no, we should really hang out. Like, are you doing anything like next weekend? Oh, you are? Okay. Like, what about next month? Like, are you free like at all? Like, oh, you are? Like, okay, like, okay, how about on this day? Like, we can hang out then. Like, it'll be cool and everything. And on their end, it was like, bitch, tell me when you want to hang out. Okay, give me a fucking date. I want a fucking date right goddamn fucking now. Okay, you're not free next week. Like, how about fucking next month? How about on this fucking day? You are? Okay, we're fucking hanging out on this day. Don't make any other fucking plans, bitch. So yeah, I kind of like totally imagine like that's how I'm coming across, even though it's not. But I'm probably like really threatening. like like it's like, oh shit, here he comes. Like, he's gonna make a fucking day. He's gonna make us pick a fucking day. He's actually going to make us pick a day to do the thing that we're planning. Because if you don't, like, they're not gonna do shit. And that was my experience today. But we'll like, not with her particularly, but anyways, so I get um to work today. Thankfully she's there. Like, I saw her car there. So I was like, yes. She's there. Like today was a good day to get out of bed. And I also I got her like a sweet from this one like fancy fucking sweet store. And yeah. So okay. Yes, and then I left her like so I left her like at her desk and everything. Because that's what the AI told me to do. I'm getting fucking romantic advice from the AI, by the way. Because I've was like, how do you like do this? Like, so and the AI was like, yeah, no, just get her sweet, like leave it on the desk, like leave like a note with like, just something very short and sweet, like, oh, like welcome back, or good to see you back, or something, like whatever the fuck. And that's it. And you just leave it at her desk and just back the fuck off. Like you just back the fuck off. And yeah, no, it seemed to like work out really well because like, she came into the office. I know she came into the office, and at the time it was on my phone, but I was gonna like just concentrate being on my phone and just be like, okay, I'm not like fucking noticing her doing shit. And she goes to her desk to get like whatever, and then she sees something and she's like, huh, like, she makes like this reaction. And she goes and she sees it, and I don't like look up or anything because I'm trying to just be like nonchalant about it, and I'm just like concentrating on my phone. I'm like, I'm fucking messaging people at the time or something, or I don't know. And then so she walks over, of course, like I and all this is with my peripheral vision because I have fucking insane ass like peripheral fucking vision, like to the point where it's like I'm banned from I was banned like playing with my friends on like fucking split screen anything because like is like I get accused of like screen looking. It's like I'm not fucking screen looking. I'm looking straight at my screen. Like does everyone eyes suck? Like we're all looking at the same fucking like we're yeah, we're all looking at our each individual tiny ass screens, but in a fucking big screen. Like how do you guys not notice like anything the fuck else that's going on? Like in this in this screen, you know? Like especially like in games where I think like in Halo or something where like you'll have like your names like above your character or something, and it's like, and if I see my name all of a sudden show up on someone else's screen, that's gonna catch my attention, so whatever. But yeah, so like so she's walking by towards me. I'm still acting like, oh, I'm on my phone and everything, and then so she gets my attention, and I'm like, yes, I totally did not expect you to just like, I am surprised that you are here. I did not realize that you are here. No. So yeah, so of course she thanked me for the sweet, apologized for being out of work last week, and I was like, oh no, it's no big deal, like, as long as you're feeling better and all that. And yeah. So that was a nice interaction. And then I go to I never finished the story about like, okay, because we've been working together this year along with the rest of the teachers, because the designated teacher that I work with, like, she's no longer working there. Like now she moved on to other pastures that she's been wanting to go to. Actually, like she's a junior high school teacher, and like I kind of feel bad for her because it's like, dude, like junior high school is just a whole other beast for teaching. I mean, granted, like, yeah, she was really busy as an elementary school teacher, but as a junior high school teacher, like, nah, you're gonna be busier. You're gonna be busier. But anyways, so yeah, so that meant like now I was working directly with the teachers at that school, and there's no designated English teacher, so I'm just working with each of the homeroom teachers, including her. And so now I get to work with her like 2 hours a week. I get to work with her. And um yeah, so we work together, and I wish like we could have fun, like, in the class or anything, but like her class is kind of a pain in the ass. So it's kind of difficult. Um and it's like you got to be very strict in that class. Um or they'll like, they'll walk all over you. So it's like you got to just go in, establish dominance, you pick a child, you fucking power bomb them through a table, like, just send a message to the rest of the locker room, I mean classroom. um and yeah, 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 that's just how it is. um but it's just we still have a good time, like teaching and stuff. And I try to do what I can to help her, like, fucking pain in the ass class. um so um yeah, so after class, like, I'm like, oh, are we going to talk? We're gonna get around to talking after. Oh my god, speaking of talking, I've been talking for almost a goddamn fucking hour. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, was someone fucking see, this is why, like, I need fucking viewers, because I need fucking viewers to tell me to shut the fuck up and play Street Fighter 5. But because I don't, I'm just gonna, like, just keep on talking, because I mean no one's watching, so who gives a shit. So um yeah. So after class, I asked, like, okay, are we gonna talk later, like we've been usually doing? And she says, like, nah, she's like really busy. She might be really busy. Like, if she can talk to me, she will, but otherwise, she might be like really busy. So I was like, okay, cool. But just in case, like, I'm gonna stay for a bit after school, because like I've you know to study Japanese. Yeah, like, yeah, I'm just gonna casually just be here to study Japanese. So, yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, like, we didn't get to talk after school. But so during lunchtime, I'm so we've been trying to organize a day for me and the other teachers to go out drinking. And I tried to give this task to one of my coworkers, because what happened was that at the time I couldn't help make plans, because like, I was the last day I was at that school before the new year. Some of the teachers left early, and I couldn't talk to anyone. So I let my coworker know, like, during the time that I'm gone, like, hey, like, can you, like, talk to everyone and find a good date and whatever. And yeah. And this goes back to, like, the fucking shit I was saying earlier about them and, like, fucking setting dates. So I come back last week and I was like, hey, like, did you guys figure out a date? He was like, oh, not yet, but I'm gonna talk to everyone else. Like, okay, cool. Dude, I already know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna show up, like, fucking next week today, and there's still not gonna be a date. And yeah, no, there's still not a date. And the February's around the corner. Like, it's around the fucking corner. And it's like we can't have this. Like, we can't. And I'm like, okay, like, do you want me to help you, like, talk to everyone? And he's like, yes, please, because making dates for things is painful to Japanese people. It hurts. It really fucking hurts. You know, to make a commitment to something. And so yeah, so what do? Like, I fucking talk to, like, fucking everyone. And I was like, I go up to each person, And mind you, this is not what I say to them, but this has to be like in their fucking like perspective. You know, I go up to like each of them and I was like, hey bitch, like we're gonna fucking go out, and you know, I need to know what is a good day to fucking go out drinking, and I need you to fucking tell me right goddamn motherfucking now. You know, or you know, so it's either that or be like, hey bitch, like we're going out on this night, like are you fucking free? And they'll be like, yeah, I'm free. Like good, because we're fucking going drinking that night, bitch. Yeah, and yeah, so you know, and mind you, no, that's not how it goes, but I have to make dates, and I don't like I'm sure that's a problem. um so but anyways, yeah, so I took care of that. I took care of that like in a matter of fucking like hours. It's like, bro, you had like a fucking month to do this shit, and I did this shit in like a fucking afternoon. Like, dude. But anyways, so I was talking to the coworker that I like, and I was like, oh hey, so we're trying to figure out like what's a good day to go out drinking next month. And I asked her like what day she was free. She was like, okay, so like I'm free on the 7th, um and the 14th, right? So I'm like, because like she shows me like her calendar on her phone, and it already shows that there's something going on the 14th. And I was already thinking about like possibly asking her out for Valentine's Day. But when I saw that, I was like, okay, yeah, she's busy on Valentine's. But when I talked to her before about her schedule when we were playing the Zelda thing, like she told me like same thing, like she was gonna be free on the 7th and I think the 1st, and then that was it. Okay, wait, Ski responded to me. Let me. All right. Anyways, okay. Yeah. So I messaged Ski. It'll take like another 1 to 3 business days for me to hear back from. But anyways, yeah. But then she told me like she was available on the 7th and 14th. So when she said that, I was like, okay, we're going drinking on the 7th, like for sure, because it ain't gonna be the 14th, and this is why. So she was like, yeah, like she goes to the 14th, and she's like, yeah, it shows like I had plans, but it got canceled or whatever. I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, so you have no plans on the 14th? You're free? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, and I took my fucking shot, man. I just fucking did it. Like I was just, yeah. Um, it was just one of those things. It was like, like the opportunity came up, like, and you're not gonna have like a fucking better time or shot than this. It's like you have, this is one of those moments, like, you have the shot, take it, bitch. And yeah, so I was like, hey, so uh that Saturday is Valentine's Day. um do you want to go out with me, like, for Valentine's Day? And she's like, what, really? Like, what would we do? And now I'm just like, I don't know. Because I was like, I just thought about it. Like, I literally just thought about it. These are lies. uh but I just thought about it then and there. And but I was like, I'll let you know later about the plan for Valentine's. um and she was like, oh, okay, like, cool. And she just, I don't know, she sounded all excited about it, which is good. um because you don't want to ask anyone out for like Valentine's Day and then like not be excited. That's not the most optimal reaction you want out of someone. So, fortunately, I got a very excitable reaction. Which is good. That's the reaction that you do want. So yeah. So all of a sudden, like, I came into school thinking like, okay, we're gonna talk. We're gonna set like a day to fucking like play Zelda, and I come out of this with like a fucking date for Valentine's. Like, oh shit, I gotta let Ski know. Yeah, so I just told him the news. That did not take an hour to talk about. Yeah, I have a problem. I have a fucking problem. So, anyways, yeah. So that's that. That's the major update. I feel like that's a good enough reason to talk an hour about. So yeah, and it's like yeah, it was just ever since like she like decided like she wanted to fucking invite herself over and like play Zelda and shit. Like, I knew like I started liking her from the night out drinking, but like, especially after that and then like subsequent stuff, like, I just like started really liking her. And but like this whole time I'm sitting here like, I'm just like, is she interested in me too? Like, I can't fucking tell because girls are just fucking weird. Like, she could be, yeah, totally inviting herself over to my place to play Zelda because, because she just wants to fucking play Zelda. She just wants someone to fucking play Zelda with. That doesn't seem like completely unreasonable, right? Like, no. All right, hold on. I got to message Ski because I told him. He's like, what? So yeah, no, like Ski responded quick to that. There was no like 1 to 3 business days on that shit. That was like fucking express delivery. So, but yeah. Um. But anyways, yeah. So that's basically that. There is kind of a fucking caveat though. There's kind of a stipulation. So her grandfather is in the hospital, and like she was explaining to me about it, and it doesn't really sound too good. And he might pass, and if he does, like, then that's gonna ruin the plans. Even though it's a few weeks away, but it could happen anytime from now till then. And yeah. So I don't know if it's like for sure. I couldn't tell. I didn't want to like fucking question her about it. It's like, oh, is he gonna die for sure? Is that what you're trying to, like, I don't want to put it like that. So yeah, I just left it at that. So I don't know if it was like one of those things like he could recover from, or or he's just gonna die. Like it's just gonna happen. It's just a matter of like when, and it could happen like, anytime between now and then. So yeah, now I'm like, well, shit. Like, you know, I don't, I don't want anyone to die. Well, no, there's some people I would like for them to just, to just die. But like not just someone's like granddad. Um, unless their granddad's like a pedophile or some shit, then yeah, no, like you die, you go to hell and you die. Um, but like yeah, I just I don't want like someone's like grandfather to just like pass away, but at the same time, like like if they're gonna pass away, like can you not do it at a time that inconveniences me, please? I don't I don't feel like I'm asking for too much. But yeah, but anyways, but nah. So yeah, I feel like knowing my luck, like it's gonna happen at a bad time, as these things usually do. And I wouldn't be surprised that's like, okay, we have to like reschedule or some shit after that. But um but the good news is that regardless, if a Valentine's date happens itself on a fucking Valentine's, is that, you know, I asked, I took my shot. She said yes. She seemed pretty cool and excited about it. And you know, that's a win in itself. If something unfortunate happens that changes those plans, you know, so be it. I know it's just a matter of like rescheduling and whatnot. So yeah. But anyways, okay, so that's that. I really need to like fucking start playing Street Fighter 5 because Jesus fucking Christ, people. I don't know, I only like his like fucking nostalgia look. It's the only... Yeah. There is something else I also want to talk about. Maybe I'll try to talk about it offline or something, but and it is a pretty surprising thing to talk about also.
Final round. Fight.
I'll probably talk about it. Yeah, so Maximilian Dood, for a couple of years or so now, he's been doing these top 10 lists with him and his buddies, where they pick like either a company or a console, like whatever, and they pick the top 10 or genre, and they pick like the top 10 games of whatever, like amongst like themselves as a group. Like, this is the group's top 10, and they recently did
Final
the
round.
top 10 PS3
Fight.
and normally like their games like don't cause like issues, I think, or like anything major. Like I'm sure like some people will watch, of course, like critically disagree. To me like it's just, you know, I really like watching the top 10. Like, you know, one, yeah, to see like, okay, what they ultimately decide is in the top 10. But also it's like I really like their interactions, and I like them like talking about like these different games and sharing their experiences, opinions, and defending them. And it's like the journey is so much more interesting than the end result, because whatever wins top 10, like, yeah, it's interesting to see. But you know, it doesn't really matter. It's really entertaining just to see like how they fucking get there and how they decide, you know. And it's like, yeah, like there's been times where they do a top 10 and I completely like you know, like disagree with it or something, but like, you know, or you know, nothing major. It's just one of those things like, wow, I wouldn't put that game that high, but okay, you know, like it's no big deal. But for the PS3, people decide like, nah, this is gonna be a big deal. This is gonna be a big deal. Because, you know, like certain games like Last of Us, which I've never played, so I wouldn't fucking know.
Final round.
You know, but they did, but they didn't put the game as their like top, as even a top 10. Like, it almost made it like a top 10 apparently, but it just didn't. like even if it made it as a top 10, like it was really hard. Oh, no. Didn't even do that.
You win.
So, but yeah, no, but this one, like, people had, like, huge problems with. I'm gonna assume it's, like, you know, like, Sony fanboys and shit that have, like, huge problems with this. So, and I think, like, the big issue, or not issue, but, like, the thing to keep in mind about their top 10 or anyone's top 10 is that everyone has different tastes. You have to realize that during the PS3 era, you know, which was a long generation as well. Like, it was a really long generation. Like, it was the first time that we got to experience, like, such a long generation. You know, most other console generations up to this time have been 4 or 5 years, and this has been, like, 6 or 7. You know, so we got, like that much more games coming out. You know, so you got easily like hundreds of fucking games to play, right? And dozens and dozens and dozens of like great fucking games.
You win.
And the thing is that ultimately, like, everyone has different tastes or different experiences. You know, like, not everyone has played, you know, the same games as everyone else, or the same amount of games as everyone else. Like, everyone has played and experienced different shit, and even if they all play the same stuff, like, everyone has different tastes and priorities when they're thinking about the best games. I mean, if your favorite genre is fighting and RPGs, and you make a top 10 list, I guarantee you, like, that top 10 list is probably gonna have a bunch of fighting games and RPGs.
Final
Those are your
round.
favorite genres.
Fight. You win.
Yeah, and I think that's the problem. That's why, like, I don't really take, like, anyone's, like, best or favorite game or their top 10 or anything, like seriously or anything, because it's like, that's their list. That is their fucking list. Like, everyone's complaining, like, oh, why is, like, so-and-so there? Why is it, like, why is it so high? Like, why isn't it even on the list? Why is this guy on the list? Like, well, because, like, this isn't your fucking list. This is a group of people who, like, you know, are also have been big, like, you know, are big Capcom
Final round.
fans. So you're gonna expect, like, some Capcom games on the top 10. You know, also, like, expect, you know, definitely expect fighting games on it. But yeah, that's,
You win.
doesn't take too long to talk about. But
India.
but yeah, it's like, you know, it's just, yeah, there's all this like hoopla about this shit, and like I said, it's just everyone has like their
Final
own
round.
tastes
Fight.
and stuff, and they want to get mad because more games than they get on the list, or they get as high on the list. But this is their lists, not yours. Where you can bullshit.
You win. Secret area. Final round. Fight.
No, we're not doing this on Ryu's stage. Like, we gotta do it on this stage. Like, I find it weird suspicious. Like,
You win. Thank you for playing. Street Fighter 4.
that's some really cool outfits. Yeah, she has some really cool outfits. Like, holy shit, stop having so many outfits. God damn. Alright, we're gonna go with nostalgia.
Goody.
いい声聞かせるよ
Malaysia. Final round. Fight.
Okay. Fucking changes everything. doing anything.
You win.
I'm just pressing motions. You don't need to whip cause exquisite pain. That's okay. That's a deep cut.
USA. Final round. Fight. You win. Japan. Final round. Fight. You win.
Your stance is just so cool. It's like, yeah, I'm just casually like just fucking standing.
Japan. Final round. Fight.
You can do that. Oh, okay. That must be that.
KO. You win. Malaysia. Final round. Fight. New Zealand. Final round. Fight. Perfect KO. You win. UK. Final round. Fight.
Wait, what's that happening? Oh, I have to like. Do something down. Oh, interesting. Like, can't just straight up do that move all the time. Like, she does that kick, and then she can do it after the fact. It's weird.
Secret area.
Well unit 0 activated.
My name is Seth.
Final
It's like, I
round.
don't know why he says that,
Fight.
and then the way that he says that. So yeah, I don't know why all those moves like.
Useless.
I don't know what her V trigger. I don't know what anyone's fucking V trigger does. That's why like
You
I'm not really
win.
into the game. Cause like I gotta see what each person's V trigger does. And they have a couple of them, and then like how to fucking use them, and like yeah, I just want to fucking fight people. Oh,
Congratulations. Thank you for playing. Street Fighter 4. lead.
さあ行くわよ
Now I have to play her more. As my beloved. And damn, he fucking really looks like her here. Like, fucking Chun-Li has Morgan proportions. Morgan has Chun-Li proportions. Like, damn.
Final round. Fight.
Not done yet.
I'm like, for a second, I almost was calling her like fucking Morgan.
You win. Japan. Final round. Fight.
They do her.
KO. You win. Brazil. Final round. Fight. Final round. Fight.
こっちよ百列脚はい
KO. You win. Japan. Final round. Fight. 'You win. New Zealand. Final round. Fight.
Motherfucker. You win. Brazil. Final round. Fight.
こっちよ
Secret area.
Well unit 0 activated.
My name is Cest.
Final round. Fight.
Useless. Mad Cradle.
合計完成百連百連百
You'll learn a hard lesson.
You win. Thank you for playing. Street Fighter 4. Brazil. Final round. Fight. You win. New Zealand. Final round. Fight. Japan. Final round. Fight!
I don't know how to play it.
You win! UK. Final round. Fight!
He does really cool stuff.
You win! Malaysia. Final round. Fight!
Right there!
You win! Brazil. Final round. Fight! New Zealand. Final round. Fight. You win. Secret area.
Well Unit 0 activated.
My name is Cest.
Final round. Fight.
Kratos!
You win. Thank you for playing. Street Fighter 4.
Sachi.
Final round. Fight.
Hadouken! Hadouken!
You win. Japan. Final round. Fight. KO. You win. UK. Final round. Fight. You win. Japan. Final round. Fight. You win. Malaysia. Final round. Fight. You win. Japan. Final round. Fight. Perfect KO. You win. India. Final round. Fight.
I almost gave Scott trauma. Oh, I'm about to give him trauma. Motherfucker.
You win. Secret area.
All unit 0 activated.
Final round.
My name is Seth.
Fight.
Kratos! Hadouken!
You win. Thank you for playing. Street Fighter 4. Zangief.
Cyclone!
Japan. Final round. Fight.
Okay, you know what? This is gonna sound silly, but I don't like this outfit. Like, I thought it was gonna be like more red than like.
Story.
Oh shit! I'm not gonna do that.
Arcade. Street Fighter 4. Zangief.
Cyclone!
Japan.
Bro, like he fucking flexes muscles and like the fucking shit. Like that wasn't him shaking, it was like him shaking the fucking world with him on it.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
You win. Japan. Final round. Fight. You win. Japan. Final round. Fight. You win. Malaysia. Final round. Fight.
Ready for it!
You win. Brazil. Final round. Fight. You win. Secret area. Final round. Fight. Perfect KO. You win. India. Final round. Fight. Secret area.
Delving 0. Activate.
Final round. Fight.
You'll learn a hard lesson.
You win.
You want more data? Fine, I'll pound your head again.
Thank you for playing.
I'll probably beat the game as like a few more characters. And then I'll probably win.
Street Fighter 4.
Hey, I was waiting for you.
Malaysia. Final round. Fight.
Shoryuken!
You win. USA. Final round. Fight. Perfect KO. You win. Japan. Final round. Fight!
Shoryuken! Hadouken! 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 Hadouken!
You win! New Zealand. Final round. Fight!
Shoryuken! Shoryuken! Hadouken! Hadouken! Shoryuken! Hadouken! Tatsumaki Seppuken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
You win! Japan. Final round. Fight! KO! You win! Japan. Final round. Fight!
Hadouken! Hadouken!
You win!
I should pick Vega. So I think Kim and Ken have a rivalry, maybe, or something.
Secret area. Final round. Fight! Fight! You win! Secret area.
Well Unit 0 activated.
My name is Seth.
Final round. Fight! You win! Thank you for playing. Street Fighter 4. M. Bison. Japan. Final round. Fight! You win! USA. Final round. Fight! New Zealand. Final round. Fight. You win. UK. Final round. Fight. Perfect KO. You win. Japan. Final round. Fight. Perfect KO. You win. USA. Final round. Fight. Perfect KO. You win. Final round. Fight! You win! Secret area.
Well unit 0 activated.
My name is Cest.
Final round. Fight! Perfect KO. You win. Another fight
Oh,
is coming
fuck.
your way.
I'm not winning this fight. Yep, I'm not winning this fight.
Final round. Fight!
Dude, I couldn't do it.
You lose.
It's like a really weird picture on the right.
Thank you for playing. Street Fighter 4.
Be on guard. Be on guard.
Japan. Final round. Fight. You win. New Zealand. Final round. Fight. Perfect KO. You win. Malaysia. Final round. Fight. KO. You win. USA. Final round. Fight. You win. UK. Final round. Fight.
Fight! Spiral arrow! Fight! 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 Takedown!
You win. Malaysia. Final round. Fight.
Avanti! Fight! Spiral arrow! Fight! Kinetic!
You win. Japan. Final round. Fight. You win. Secret area.
Well Unit 0 activated.
My name is Cest.
Final round. Fight.
Avanti!
Useless.
Spiral arrow!
Perfect KO. You win. Thank you for playing.
Alright, gonna beat the game as one more character and then stop for a little bit.
Street Fighter 4.
He has like nothing.
Dawson.
This is the path to achieve enlightenment.
Malaysia.
Yeah, definitely not crazy about playing as Dalsum.
Final round. Fight. You win. New Zealand. Final round. Fight. KO. You win. New Zealand. Final round. Fight. You win. Brazil. Final round. Fight.
Because when I picked Judy, the nostalgia version, like
You
how much-
win.
I noticed that she had something that her nostalgia look didn't have. I mean, I don't know, she had like big sleeves or something. But this one, it's like it looked more closer to like, yeah. Anyway.
Malaysia. Final round. Fight. You win. UK. Final round. Fight.
At some point, I got fucking play as Rolo. I think they made him more.
You win. India. Final round. Fight.
It's funny is that I noticed like Sagat's like the only person that gets like fucking scars and shit. Like everyone else like looks fine.
You win. Secret area.
Well Unit 0 activated.
My name is Seth.
Final round. Fight. Thank you for playing.
All right, so this is where I stop for the night. I'll do my best to be on tomorrow, because if I come on tomorrow and I don't waste time talking and come on a decent time, I could beat the Street Fighter 4 arcade mode with the rest of the characters, and then that way next I would have Street Fighter 5, but I'm gonna take a break from Street Fighter until yeah, like after I finish with Street Fighter 4 arcade mode, I'll take a break, play something else, and then go back. So that's what I'll do. So anyways, yeah, all right, so that's gonna be it for me for tonight. Have a good night or whatever, and hopefully see you next time. Later.